Today, our topic is services marketing. So, uh, 10 trends identified in the services sector in 21st century. At the beginning of 21st century, special issues have developed in area of marketing due to drastic changes in business environment and intense uh, competition that has compelled the marketers to change the way of doing businesses. Marketing is changing, that's obvious. The focus of marketing has winded from the classic product prices and place promotions to incorporate the yield management customers experience and customizations that necessitates marketers to concentrate on issues such as processes, people, and consumers' insight, escalating customers' demand, developing of technology, increasing competitions, increasing consumerizations, all have been main causes that lead strategic change in marketing. Service sectors in post individuals economics is facing unprecedented changes. So, how to use customer service as a competitive advantage for small businesses? Customer service is the provision of service being provided by the seller to customers before, during, and after a purchase of any product. A customer is a person who buys product or goods or services from a shop or a business organizations. Customer services is a series of activities designed to enhance the level of customer satisfactions. That is the feeling that a product or services has meet the customer expectations. It is also the process of assisting another people or persons who buys goods and services from a shop. In order to make the organizations effective and productive, all the employees need to develop a positive service attitude toward customers. So, dealing with customer complaints, now we discuss about this. The customer is always right. There are occasions when the customer is right. However, there are also times when the customer is not entirely right, or when their behavior in making a complaint is such that they need to be appropriately challenged so that the substantive issue is dealt with. Tactics for dealing with customer complaints. So tactics of dealing with customers complaints, managers can use tactics based on a five category scheme called conflict handling moods: competing, compromising, and collaborating, accommodating, and avoiding. Competing, it has been decided that enough is enough. Is the customer choose, you will meet them in court, repeat what you have said, remind them that they can have their goods back, warn the customer that you will not continue the conversation if they become abusive. Note that note what is said, possibly need to issue in court. Keep calm yourself and remain professional. Recognize when the conversation has gone on long enough and terminate it appropriately. Now, compromising. The system has not performed to the started or stated standard, and you have a disparate customers. Apologize for the first for the situations and reassure the customer that you will deal with it. Offer to deliver the goods by express courier at the company's expense. Arrange to telephone the customer to next day to check delivery has been completed satisfactorily. Collaborating. Your company is not at fault. The customer has chosen the wrong product. You need to find out how to progress to an agreeable solutions with the customer. Listen to the customer, what do they need from the product. Prepare the swap products if you can do. If no other products is appropriate, ask the customer how they want to proceed. Agree on what happens to the unwanted products. Refund, exchange, or let the customer keep it with the product. So service failure and recovery. So service failures, even with the best services organizations, failure can just happen. They may be due to the available or service not available when promised. It may be delivered late or too slowly, sometimes too fast. The outcome may be incorrect or poorly executed, or employees may be rude or uncaring. All these types of service failures bring about negative expenses. So, experiences, if late unfixed, they can result in customers leaving, telling others about the negative experiences, or even challenging through consumer court. Research has shown that resolving the problem effectively has a strong impact on the customer satisfactions, loyalty, and bottom line performance. So, service encounters. Now we discuss about this. From the customer's point of view, the most vivid impression of service occurs in the service encounters or moment of truth when the customer interacts with the service firm. This is the foundations to satisfactions of service quality. It is where the promise are kept or broken. The concept of service encounter has put forth by Richard Norman. So, taking the metaphor from bowling fights, most service are results of social acts which take place in direct contact between the customer and the service provider. At this stage, the customer realizes the perceived service equality. Every moment of truth is important. According to airlines, each one of the 10 million customers come to contact with 5 employees. Customer decisions process in services making. Now we discuss about this. So, knowledge of the buyer. In buying decisions, many times other people also influence the decisions in service. These roles are played by many persons. In purchase of any services, 6 distinct roles are played. They are initiator, the person who has a specific need and proposes to buy a services. Influencer, the person or group of persons whom the decisions maker refers to or who advise the decision makers. Gatekeeper, the person or organizations or promotional materials which act as filter on the range of the services which enter the decision's choice. Decider, the person who make the buying decisions. Buyer, the person makes the actual purchaser. User, the actual user. So the discussion of service marketing. Now we discuss about the service quality. So, definition of service quality, there are a number of different definitions as to what is meant by services quality. In its simplest form of service quality is a product of the effort that every members of the organizations invest in satisfying customers or consumers in its broadest sense. Service quality is defined as superiority or excellence as perceived by the customers. More specially, service quality has been defined as the delivery of excellent or superior service relative to customer expectations. Quality is behavior. Always remember this. Your quality is your behavior. An attitude that says you will never settle or anything less community, your stakeholders or colleagues with whom you work every day. So service organizations and organizations providing tangible services rather than intangible services rather than tangible goods is termed as service organizations. In the standard industrial classification, service organizations include hotels, restaurants or other lodging and eating establishment, barber shops, uh, beauty parlors and other personal services, repair services, motion pictures, televisions and other amusement or recreational services, legal services and accounting, engineering, research, development, architecture and other professional organizations. Service organizations also includes educational organizations, banks, insurance companies and other financial institutes, also government agencies and most other non-profit organizations are service organizations. Characteristic of service organizations: quantity measurement. It is easy to keep track on the quantity of tangible goods both during the production process and when the goods are sold, but it is not easy to measure the quantity of many services. Service marketing triangle. Now we discuss about this. A service is an act or performance that one party can defer to another that is essentially intangible, and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied to a physical product. Furthermore, service marketing can be defined as the marketing of activities of processes rather than objectives. As services are mainly intangible products, they face a host of services marketing problems that are not always adequately solved by traditional goods related marketing solutions. Service marketing triangles. The services marketing triangle was created to handle the complexity that services marketers face when dealing with intangible products. Service marketing fix the 7 P's of service marketing. There are 7 P's. What are they? Marketing mix is the key concept of marketing tasks, and 7 P's is price, place, promotion, process, physical environment, product, and people. So, marketing mix is the key concept in the marketing task. It is the strategy used to perform marketing functions. Marketing mix is the planned package of eliminates elements which will support the organizations in reaching its target markets and specific objects. In common factor behind all the elements of marketing mix is that they are specific parameters which the marketing manager can exercise some control over within the constraint of their firm's resources. For example, the marketing manager can control the type of product to be developed subject to the firm's technology as well as the places is to sold subject to the firm's distributions work. So that's for the videos, and my humble request is, if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel, and thanks for your time for watching my video. Thanks again for your precious time for watching my videos.